Man, oh man, do I love number twos. No. That's not a poop joke. Whatever you say, Timothy. Spyro 2, Jak 2, God of War 2, Gears of War 2, Halo 2, and other games that have 2 in their title. But I'm here today to talk about a very special number 2. The number 2 in what is quite possibly my favorite franchise. Resident Evil 2. Which I've never actually played before. On the PlayStation. Fucking got you! He fucking got you good, you bastards! You see, I first played this bitch on the GameCube along with Resident Evil 3. Because as I've said multiple times, the only reason I even bought that thing was because of Resident Evil. No! This is not a review. I'm just a guy with fond memories. If you're going to make a sequel, this is how you do it. Resident Evil 2 improved on nearly everything that the first game got right. It expands the lore, and the music just... You know, I like me some video game music. And we get to add another villainess to the list. I think Ada kind of qualifies more of like a neutral kind of villainess. Shut the fuck up, Tim. She's evil. This is also the first game that introduces 2 iconic characters, one of which happens to be my favorite. But the biggest change comes in the form of the dual story format. Now, as I've said multiple times, I'm the sort of person that will play the literal dog shit out of the same exact game on a yearly basis. This is also why I'll probably never make a video about World of Warcraft, because I'm one of those people that tends to make like 15 characters and can't really focus on one character in particular, so I don't really have a main or anything like that. I have to go about the world. Tim! Then I wind up making characters for specific factions, and then I come up with elaborate backstories if I happen to play on a role-playing server. Tim! Good lord, then Wrath of the Lich King came out, and there was Inscription and Death Knights, and... Oh god! Tim! Ugh. We're here to talk about zombies, tyrants, and whatever the fuck Cronenberg monstrosity William Birkin turned into. Sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah, but the first Resident Evil gave you a good reason to replay the game twice. Resident Evil 2 has not 2, not 3, not 12, but 4 different playthroughs. Leon A and B, and then Claire A and B. I don't fully remember which one I played first and which one I played second back in the day, but for the purpose of this retrospective, I'm gonna play Leon A and Claire B. In that order. We get a brief recap of events before we get a shot of Leon showing up in a Jeep to check on this poor child in the middle of the street. That guy's a maniac! Heidi bite me! The fuck is that? Is that a spoder? Oh, it's a fly. Leon gets swarmed by zombies hiding from the shadows as that child springs back to life to join his comrades. Then you get one of the most iconic scenes in the entire franchise. Then this guy hits you with a semi and you two get separated. Convenient. For the game, imagine that this is your first Resident Evil experience. This is your first experience with tank controls. Lucky for Leon, he meets the owner of a nearby local gun shop. Robert? Kindo? Kendo. I don't know his first name. Thank God. This guy can clearly take care of himself, and he can probably help you find Claire and get to the police station. Never mind then. I'm gonna take his shotgun though. After skedaddling through a bus and an entire ocean of zombies, you make it into the police station, specifically the main hall. God damn! The doors are locked, but luckily your bestest pal and boss, Marvin Brenna, has got your back. Too bad you couldn't have his. This game starts off pretty tense, but it's not really all that spooky scary so far. I started off with Code Veronica, getting fucked in a graveyard by a gaggle of zombies. This game ain't got nothing on that. I thought to myself, the first time I played this game. Speaking of iconic Resident Evil scenes, technically 2 scenes. 2. I blast him with my shotgun I got off that dead man, and then I head into this little meeting room to light a picture on fire and get a big red gem worth exactly 1. Then it's off to the first save room. God damn. Oh good, another red gem that I need. Where's Sparks when you need him? Once you kill a few more zombies, you're free to enter the STARS office. Click on Wesker's desk 50 times. I dare you. There's several useful items in here, like a second shotgun. Sure, why not? You stumble upon Chris's diary, and underneath is the unicorn medallion, which you need to get the first key to start unlocking more doors. But then Claire shows up, and unfortunately you gotta break her heart and tell her brother's not here. Now you can head back down to the main lobby to... Fuck. Every fucking time! Once I got the key, I got turned around quite a bit before I realized there was a door to unlock in the liquor hallway, which led to another RE staple, the crank handle. Upstairs at the end of the STARS hallway, you'll find the last door that this key opens. Through that door, you'll find the upgrades you need to turn your little pea shooter into Matilda. In the library. In the library, you solve a quick bookshelf puzzle to get the bishop plug. And then I always run upstairs real quick to get rid of the fucking crank handle. I wonder how that hackle doctor got there. Down in this little wash station, you find another RE staple. But not to be confused with the first RE staple, the crank handle. This is a valve handle. Don't open the door. You use the valve handle to turn on the water to put the fire out of the helicopter, and then you go into that room, down that hall, and into another room where you use your 2 shiny red gems to get another hand plug. Chest plug. Plug. But you'll notice there's a really weird, fucked up camera angle when you walk in here. I wonder why. There's a shortcut downstairs now. The door I opened with the diamond key is this one. This game has a lot of iconic moments. It's almost like it's one of the best games ever made or something. The last door this key opens is a room that I affectionately call the zombie storage closet, because there's a shitload of zombies, as if they're being stored. And it's small, like a closet. After you put your boss out of his misery, you get the heart key, and it opens exactly 1 fucking door. I fucking hate these dogs! I'm right there with you, buddy. Don't you dare call me buddy, pal! Well, I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. Enough.
It's Ada time.
Through the door, you meet the infamous Ada Wong for the first time. Then you meet this reporter slash whistleblower named Ben, who's figured out most of the shit going on. And then you go down this manhole.
Ugh. Then you do a small but effective segment with Ada Wong, where she retrieves the club key and kills those fucking dogs! Ugh.
It was at about this time that I realized you could actually be super sneaky around those liquors. And get the drop on them. You turn the power on, get a key card from the morgue, and then you're presented with the most important question in the entire game. Pretty sure you can just take both, but it's time to use that key. First you open this door and you get a big old fuck off Magnum. I don't think Claire ever gets to use the Magnum. Ever. In any game. This key only opens 2 doors, and the last one that I opened was this big silly green door that leads to a press room. The lighter puzzle yields a big cog that you put in a clock tower that gives you the final plug that you need, and a very convenient slide to where you need to go.
No! Get away! No!
Oh god, Ben got fucked. Just as you go to place the plugs, you're attacked by Birkin's bouncing baby boy, who's all grown up and horrifying. Leon gives Ada a stern talking to, and now she follows you around until you get shot by Annette.
You get to play another quick section with the woman in the red dress until she confronts Annette Birkin, who reveals the identity of the monster that's been stalking around with a giant fuck-off eyeball in his shoulder. It's her husband, William Birkin, who upon nearly dying chooses to inject himself with his own virus, the G-virus, rather than letting those fools who don't understand claim his life's work. A very respectable decision.
Ada knocks Annette off the side of the walkway. And then we're left with a cliffhanger. What possible monstrosity could be lurking just beneath the diarrhea water? Leon wakes up and lowers a bridge, and then you enter a very bossy looking hallway. You find Ada, and the monster is revealed. I'm sorry, what? Part's pretty fucking random. Iconic, but random. You get 2 medallions that you got from 2 random dead guys, and you put them in these neat little slots, and it stops water from flowing, revealing a secret doorway that leads to a train station that takes you to a secret underground facility. Sound familiar? While you're on the train, Ada gets incapacitated by a big smelly arm. And then you go outside to investigate. And then Willie B throws a pipe at you. And then some kick-ass music starts, so you know it's on. After that, Ada ain't looking so good. So you walk her into this neat little side office. And then you head off to explore the rest of the facility and hopefully find a way out of this nightmare. They're super liquors now. They're fun. And I have a super shotgun. And I really don't remember where I got the parts from. Okay. I play this game about once a year, and I always get confused at this part. Always! You make a fuse, you turn the power back on, you kill these weird fucking plant guys. Be very quiet because there's super liquors every— Jesus Christ! Get reminded that this is a horror game. You kill a giant moth, you make a guest pass, you go into a science-y room to kill a bunch of fucking zombies. You don't have to kill, but I'm on a murder spree, so fuck it. Then you get this hilarious cutscene where Annette gets fucking wrecked. You loot the G-virus, and then you get double-crossed by Ada. but she can't do it. But then Annette's not really dead, and she shoots her. And then Leon tries to save her, but fails.
What can I say? Karma's a bitch. Literally.
Anyway, final boss time. Leon uses the MO disc to enter the room to get to the emergency elevator so that he can escape. But then Willard shows up as a big fucked up angel looking thing, and he's here to fuck you up. After he takes a few hits, he turns into an evil demon dog thing and kills me, always at least once. Every single time. But after some blows from my super duper magnum, Bill's down for good. Leon escapes just in the nick of time on the world's most convenient train. But Claire and Sherry are there too, and it's time to find out how. Claire starts off on a motorcycle, entering the desolate streets of Raccoon City, where she stops at a diner, looking for her brother, Christopher Redfield. But then she's met by a zombie and she's forced out the back door. Oh, that's how they met. Claire's game starts on the other side of the tanker explosion, and, like Leon, she has to swim through a tide of undead to get to her destination. Okay, never mind, she's already there. Oh look, that's how that hackle doctor got there. Nah. So Claire finds the valve handle here instead of that little watch station, and she finds the unicorn medallion here instead of the STARS office. And luckily for Claire, someone just happened to leave their grenade launcher on the desk in the main hall of the fucking police station. I don't think Claire ever gets a shotgun either.
Is that a problem, Tim?
No. I'm just saying. So aside from a few things being in different spots, once you get the spade key, a lot of the shit's the same. And, turns out, hunters aren't the only thing weak to acid rounds. That's what you get for not having skin. Holy Jesus, that's a lot of zombies. I'm not actually sure what the proper route is for the B scenario, because even though I play this game yearly, I don't usually play the B scenario, so this was kind of sort of fresh to me, which is kind of nice. So I just used the valve handle now. Oh, I forgot about that. Oops. Even though I saw where he came down in the cutscene and he was right around the corner, and clearly he was going to walk right around the corner, it still scared me. After that, you're free to check that door behind the helicopter, and you're treated to a B-roll screen. Also, upon entering this room, I completely forgot that I don't have those red gems yet. But that's okay, because the key card that you normally get from Marvin is in this room. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. That's why they gave you that weird fucking angle. Oh God, Claire!
Don't you worry, I'll get you some drugs to make you feel better.
Once you unlock the doors downstairs, you're free to use the spade key to go in the zombie closet and get the lighter. And then you can get the 2 red gems. After you meet up with Leon in the STARS office and snatch up the diamond key, you get the bow gun. Figured you'd like that. You exit the STARS office to see a little girl fleeing for her life. So you run to save her, but she's gone. So you head off to the library and do that weird puzzle to get the plug. Serpent stone. Speaking of stones, those 2 red ones give you half of a blue rock. You use the diamond key to get a yellow rock from the jump scare room downstairs. And then you boom! Sorry. Then you use it for the last time to unlock this door, so you can use your lockpick to unlock this thing and get this plastic explosive that you need to blow up the wall upstairs. And then you meet Police Chief Irons, who's a fuck ass.
Who is a terrible villain who serves no purpose other than being a fat, creepy piece of shit. Don't look at me like that, Tim. We can appreciate a good villain, but he is not a good villain. He's good at making you hate his fucking guts, but it takes far more than that to earn my praise.
Well said. You find Sherry in a back room, and Claire shows me yet again why she's my favorite character. You get the heart key, and Chief Fuckboy is nowhere to be found. But you get to read his diary, and surprise, surprise, he's fucking weird. And then you knock his painting off his wall. You use the heart key on a single door, and then it's time to do a neat little side quest to Sherry.
Jesus Christ, Sherry, run!
But don't forget to be a dear and stop by and get those grenades and club key for Mama Claire. Sherry chucks the explosives and a key through a hole, and then tells you she can take care of herself because she's a big girl. And then Leon tells you to go through the sewers. You acid 2 licktards, get a red key card, get yourself a side pack, and then get a crank handle from somewhere. The dog kennels. Back upstairs, you use the club key to unlock that door where Leon got the big stupid magnum, and you get some acid grenades. And then you unlock that big stupid green door downstairs. Do the lighter puzzle again, and then are reminded that yes, that hole is in fact still in the game. Twice. Next, you use the crank handle to get the final rock you need to open that secret door to go to Chief Iron's literal dungeon. But luckily, he dies in a very horrific fashion.
Thank God!
You fight Willie B in his first form, rather than one of his offspring. And you get to see how he gets that neat pipe he chucks at you. Once he fucks off, you're free to lower this ladder and not forget Sherry. Because the game won't let you go on if you do. God, now I know why Umbrella fucking wants to make a bunch of these things.
Oh shit, Tim! Willard grabbed the brat!
Don't worry, V.
Mama Claire's got this.
Claire comes across Leon just after he got shot, and then heads off into the sewers. You grab the wolf medallion, and then avoid some... Then you meet Annette, and she passes the fuck out. You get the other medallion, do the watery thing, get on a tram, and then... Oh, God, thank Jesus, Sherry's alright. Sherry's fine, V.
Oh, thank Christ.
Once you reach the giant lift, you gotta do some stuff to get it to come back up because Leon used it. So, you just mosey on down these stairs and back in this control room, and holy shit, he's here too. Once you call the lift and load yourself into the train car, William, Bill for short, shows up in his disgusting meat angel form. Once she defeats him, our heroine runs into a bit of a snag. You kill some super duper lickers, turn the power back on, and then it's off to meet back up with... Shit. Cheryl's gone again, didn't she? Yeah, but there's no sign of tomfoolery this time. You kill more duper lickers, some naked zombies, get yourself a day pass, get a power room key, and then you get held up by a net. And then...
No!
Hurry, Tim, hurry!
Don't worry, Sherry.
Mama's coming.
Trick that dumb son of a bitch into Terminator 2ing himself into some molten steel. Lava. But not before he punches this thing and sets off the self-destruct system. It's time to get the fudge out of here. You find Sherry out on the bridge right after I assume Ada fell to her death, and are treated to a very cheesy yet sad scene. You get the master key, you reroute the elevator, and this is how Claire gets the train.
Yes!
Look at this man! Look at him! He's mutated and he's on fire!
Use this! Who are you?
Claire gets the rocket launcher and sends that son of a bitch to hell. Just like her big brother did in the first game. And finally, Leon, Claire and Sherry can ride the train to safety and leave this mess behind them forever.
My God, he looks like an anus.
Billiam the Buttface is the only thing standing between you and sweet, sweet freedom. So rocket and grenade that son of a bitch until the cutscene kicks in. They disconnect the train car just as William and the lab get blown sky high. They should probably nuke this entire area just to be safe. But I doubt that happens. Then you're treated to the true ending. And this theme song that's 90s as fuck. In conclusion, one moment. Serious time calls for serious hat. No sillies. In conclusion, this is an excellent sequel. Quite possibly, maybe, even one of the best sequels ever made. I'm still glad that Code Veronica was the first Resident Evil experience that I had, and it's still my personal favorite. However, I wouldn't be upset if this was the first Resident Evil game that I played. I played this game after playing the original game's remake. I can't begin to imagine how people felt when they played this one for the first time in whatever 90s year it came out. Especially after playing the OG Resident Evil. My God. Now, I'm not going to say that the next game that I talk about is like a hidden gem or anything, because everyone that I knew played it when it came out, and you've probably at least heard of it. But if you haven't, you're in for a treat.